thing about the ego is that it's something of a vestige of the past that was left over from a long time ago. Maybe when we lived in caves or something, and it said, oh, you know, if you eat those mushrooms, you'll die. Or if you drink from that pond and it's bad water, you get really sick. And if you go after the bear by yourself, you know, he's going to maul you. Those would be times when the ego was helpful. But today, it just pretty much gets in the way. The problem is, you have all kinds of people, doctors, lawyers, politicians, corporation executives, all think they're doing great, and that they're really just fooling themselves. The mind is full of opinions. It fools a person into thinking that you really need that your whole body, your whole existence is going to go, it won't be in the universe anymore if the ego isn't there protecting it. But it isn't like that. You know, the Bible says you need a heart that is not made of stone, but is soft and malleable, and compassion and love and spirituality. The ego sees those as enemies, and it's not like the ego is an enemy. It just needs to dissolve away. And people, when they have that ego, they like to, it's like a seed. You know, they don't want that seed to die, but when the seed dies, it turns into a great big plant, and with the potential that's in there. And some people just, no, I'm going to keep this seed. That's the little self talking. It's a little tiny self. This is the big self that connects up with everything. And our whole world would be totally different with a few more people that are conscious. So anyway, I'm going to read something out of here from Dr. Hawkins. The primary underpinning of the persistence of negativity is the ego's secret payoff from negativity, or the juice. You know, that's the payoff, the juice. This secret payoff is the ego's only source of energy. It sees forgiveness as well as compassion as the enemy. It says, with compassion, one realizes that the structure of the ego is such that it cannot know what lies beyond it. This is where courage comes in, because the ego can't see beyond that. It doesn't know what's beyond it. But if you have the courage to actually go, well, maybe I'm not the center of everything. Maybe there are things outside of me. Then you start connecting up with things outside of you. That's just like Jesus said, I will give you this free gift if all you have to do is accept the gift and it's free. Well, the ego would never do that because, oh, that's the enemy. That would get rid of me. So anyway, to be, I make mistakes just like everybody else. But, you know, I'm willing to make the mistakes, because every situation that one goes into, you can learn from it. And sometimes you have to power through those things that are getting in your way. You can't just give up, and you can't think, well, I'm special, I don't need to practice. You know, we all need to practice to get better. You know, they say, being an artist, you might say, oh, you're a great artist, you learn how to paint like that. And to be in spirit is to be inspired, and well, you can't be inspired unless you have the spirit. You can't have the spirit unless you're conscious. I got to say that just working hard is not the way that you're going to get results, really good results. I live in a realm where the air is really rarefied. I get very good results from my time spent doing things, and I'm not working hard. I have fun doing it all the time. It's much more important that you work effectively to get the results you want than to just work hard. So be sure to stop after each chapter to contemplate it. Meditation takes you out of the world. Contemplation allows you to keep working. A few pages may feel slow, but there is something on every page that's important for your understanding of the last chapter. there we go. I was earlier in the book talking about David Hawkins talking about meditating, and I think contemplation is much better. You can take one verse of something that's really interesting and just think about it, mull over it for a whole day, and your day will change because of that. This book represents a lifetime of study and reflection. It has within its pages concepts that can change the way you see your world and react to situations that unfold in front of you. Happiness is not a place, but a state of mind. By the way, only one of the seven dwarfs was happy. If this book has found its way into your hands, then the universe is waiting to have a conversation with you. If you read 2 pages a day, you'll finish it in 3 weeks. Enough time to make new habits. David Hawkins said 30 people cannot swim out and lift a boat on a lake, but if one individual expands his or her consciousness, it raises all the ships in the ocean. Enjoy your journey. So anyway, that's the start of the book we're talking about, and the idea again is that when we get into looking at the map of consciousness, I didn't make it up, and it has to do with muscle testing or kinesiology, and that actually is something that works a lot better when you're conscious. If you're not conscious, it really won't. We all start this journey from wherever we are, and then we move up, but even just knowing that there's a scale like this will raise you up a few points, just already. People that are not conscious, they are acting on things that they've learned in the past. They're playing roles and working things out, but we create our reality every day. Every moment we're creating our reality. The major preoccupation of man is to make decisions. We do it all day long. Do I want to sit here? Do I want to scratch that? Do I want to turn the page? Do I want to put my leg over the other one? We do it all day. Not just ourselves. I mean, the universe is here and it's real, but it's all up to you. You can have whatever you want in life if you decide that that's what you want to get. And so I'm looking at this as a way to teach people who are not conscious to, all it is like flipping a switch. You flip the switch and you get out of pride and arrogance and greed and the lower indicators, which I'm going to go into right after this. But it's really that simple. You just need to flip a switch, and you have to have the courage to do it. So we're going to see you in a few minutes with some new information, and I'm going to try and make it entertaining for you. So I hope you've enjoyed my painting back here, and we're moving on.